always knew I was going to join the Army. It was a calling that I had a long time ago. I joined in 1999. I didn't know what I wanted to be, but I knew I wanted to jump out of planes and shoot a weapon.
Tommy Rieman was a teenager pumping gas in Independence, Kentucky when he enlisted in the United States Army. In December 2003, he was on a reconnaissance mission in Iraq when his team came under heavy enemy fire. From his Humvee, Sergeant Rieman returned fire. He used his body as a shield to protect his gunner. He was shot in the chest and arm and received shrapnel wounds to his legs. Yet he refused medical attention and stayed in the fight. He helped to repel a second attack, firing grenades at the enemy's position. For his exceptional courage, Sergeant Rieman was awarded the Silver Star. And like so many other Americans who have volunteered to defend us, he has earned the respect and the gratitude of our entire country.
I think about December 3rd, 2003 every day of my life. I think about every day I pick it apart, of how I could have done it differently, how we should have knew those guys were there. And it continues to haunt me and, you know, be a thorn in my ass and make things tough.
Before he went to Iraq, he was very light, you know, and just happy with life. There's a definite difference after. It was pretty black and white. I mean, we went from wholesome to damaged.
When I came back from Iraq and from Walter Reed, I came into Fort Bragg and I got to meet Mary there. It was on a Friday night, they released me and I got to go home.
Within the first couple days, I could tell, well, he's back, but he's not really back yet.
And then just the overwhelming feeling of being back in society, letting your guard down when your guard isn't down. You kind of have to just immediately unplug, and it doesn't work that way.
It was like you're meeting a stranger, but he wasn't supposed to be a stranger, he was supposed to be your husband. The anger was one of the biggest things for me. There was a lot of just unreasonable amount of anger towards anyone and everyone.
And there was times I know she has told me, you know, when is a good time to bring something up to you? I don't know when you're gonna chew my head off. You know, I didn't want to become that person. I don't want to do that. How do you control that?
There's a definite loss of compassion towards human beings. And I understood it. I understood it as best as I could. I think it was necessary for him to bury those feelings out of survival. I think that's what made him thrive while he was there. But when he got back, it never switched back on. He felt like a stranger. He felt like a different person.
She said I changed. There was one night she cried in my arms. We're in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we're in the basement of my Aunt Margie's house. And she cried uncontrollably, and I didn't understand what was wrong with her. And the only thing she could utter out of her mouth was, "I want Tommy back." And I'll never forget those words, because I didn't want to change. I wanted to be the same guy. I loved her. And from that point on, things were never the same.